Hello everybody, this is Brett Darian here, and here's an interesting item that I found at the thrift store today. It is a talking photo album with 24 recordable pages. So this is like a photo album here, and you got 24 pages to put photos in. And you can record your voice on all 24 pages. And you can record 10 seconds on each photo, and you can record over previous messages. And it holds 24 photos up to 4 inches by 6 inches. And family and friends can now have both voice and photographic memories for generations to come. It says batteries are included, but it says try me down here, and then when you press it, like nothing happens, so I'm assuming the batteries in this are probably dead. You see, I paid $7 for this, but it originally they were trying to sell it for $30, apparently from some Hallmark store. So let's open this up and check it out. You can see it's in this, like, what they would call a blister pack. So let me try to open this and see if I can try to open this without getting a blister. Alright, well, yeah, that ain't gonna do it. Alright, blister pack has been torn open, finally. And now here is the photo album. It does close shut like this. So you do get a nice little photo album here to store your photos. And this is just a little sample photo here. Alright, so the batteries go right here. So probably have to open that compartment up and check the battery. Let's open this up and try to get the battery out. And hopefully it hasn't leaked or anything. Okay, well, that's at least it hasn't leaked. Oh, there's 2 of them in there. Alright, so these were the batteries that were in it. I don't see a date on them, but I'm assuming they are dead. I could check them, but I'm just going to assume that they are dead. Alright, so now I have some fresh batteries. So I'll put those in. And now I put the cover back on. Alright, so I wonder if that sample is still...
This is my first day of school. Madison, you can record 10 seconds on each page, and the recording will last forever. Someday your daughter may be listening to this.
Woo! I like that. Alright, so each page has its own button that you can press.
This is my first day of school. This is my first day of school.
Once you start playing a message, you can't stop it or pause it. You just have to wait for it to finish. But, so let me try to do a test recording here. Maybe if you press and hold down the record button. Alright, so what you do is that you press and hold down the record button, and then you press and hold down the button on the page that you want to record on. So this is a test of recording on page 1. And then you release both buttons. So this is a test of recording on page 1. And of course, if you talk a little closer to the microphone, your voice will be a little louder if you talk a bit closer to the microphone. Your voice will be a little louder if you talk a bit closer to the microphone. Alright, so now that we know it's working, let's put some photos in it. Of course, nowadays we store all of our photos, digitally on our smartphones. But back in the day, you would have to carry around physical photos with you, like these. And you can put them in photo albums or display them on a picture frame, on your wall, on your fireplace mantle, or just anywhere. And so I went to my mom's house and I got some old photos. It's been a long time since we've taken any pictures that had to be developed. And I'm just going to put them in here. So we can put this one in here first, on the first page. There we go. And again, you can put any pictures in there up to 4x6. So this will be page, well, I guess this will be page 2 right here. That one's tricky, but yeah. We're going to make that one work. There we go. Alright, and this third one's going to be a Polaroid. So that should fit in there. Well, actually, I'm just a little bit too tall. Let me see. I might just have to put it in here like that. Yeah, that'll work better. Well, this one's a bit tight too, but I'm going to try to work it in there. Yeah. You definitely want to make sure, like if you're putting really important and valuable photos in here, you definitely want to make sure they're the correct size. You don't really want to get your important photos bent or wrinkled or anything. Well, we'll have to live with that for now. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to record a message on each one of these individual photos. And we'll play them back and see how the sound quality is.
Here is a picture of me standing outside a pretzel factory in Pennsylvania. This is a rainforest cafe in Florida. This was the TV I was using when I was about 10 years old. This is me when I was about 3 years old. Here is a picture of my dad playing with a Rubik's Cube. This is my dad's 1989 Ford F-150 that he owned in the mid to late 2000s. And I kind of cheated on this one because it's too big to fit, but this is a picture of my bedroom from the late 90s.
So overall, it does what it says. And this can be a fun, creative way to share your photos and have your own voice clips to go along with them. Now the album does not really stay closed though, especially when you have a bunch of photos in them. It'll just pop back open. Maybe with age this will eventually wear, and it'll stay closed, but so you might have to put something heavy on top of this to keep it closed. But the voice quality isn't the best, but it's good enough just for some 10-second audio clips. You might have to try a few times to get your audio recordings done properly, because sometimes the buttons can be a little tricky to keep held down the entire time you're recording. But as long as the red light stays on, it should be recording your voice, but sometimes while you're recording, the light will go out, and it's hard to tell if it's still recording or maybe it stopped recording. These are the instructions on the back here. So again, it can hold 24 4x6 photos. The batteries go in here, 2 AAAs, and use only fresh batteries. And here's instructions for recording and playback. So that was the talking photo album. Certainly not an item that you'll find in retail stores today. But of course, you can still print out your own photos using your printer at home, or maybe even a printer at a photo store. And you can, and as long as those photos are 4x6, you can still put them in this album. So you can still use this item today. And it can still be a cool, creative way to share your photos or display them, or just a fun little party trick to show your friends or family. So, I guess that'll do it for me for now. So, thank you so much for watching. And let me know what you think in the comments. And I will see you next time.